All right, so this is going to be a review on combining and distributing with like and unlike terms. So to start off, we all know that when we solve these, we need to combine our like terms, aka terms with the same variable, or maybe terms with no variable at all. So in this case, we're going to code this. We're going to put boxes around all my x's. So that's a positive 12x and a negative or a minus 4x. Notice how I include the sign in front. So we're actually going to be subtracting these two terms in the next step. Then also I see y's up here. So I see a positive 7y term and a positive 3y term. So we're going to be adding those two together because they're both positive. Now, because I have two x terms and two y terms, in the end, I'm going to combine the two final terms of my final answer. So when we combine these, the 12x minus 4x is going to give me 8x, and the 7y plus 3y is going to be 10y. So that final answer would be 8x plus 10y, or if you rearrange it, 10y plus 8x is also an acceptable answer choice. It doesn't matter since you're both adding them, just like 3 plus 2 and 2 plus 3 both give you 5. 8x plus 10y, 10y plus 8x is both going to be correct in this sense. We're also going to see distribution. Distribution is whenever you see a number directly outside parentheses. So you've heard us talk about over, under. The 2 gets multiplied by everything on the inside. This is just like saying there's 2 groups of x plus 3. It's easier just to multiply, go over to the first term and then under to the next term. So the 2 is just getting distributed out. So 2 times x, remember this has an imaginary 1 in front of it. So 2 times 1 is 2, so 2 times 1x is 2x. And then we go under, 2 times 3 is 6. Now the rest of it, just drop it down. Whatever is separated by a minus or a plus sign, drop it down. We can't do anything with it quite yet. So we have minus 4 plus x. Now we can go ahead and code it again. Find our like terms. We have a 2x and also a plus x, aka plus 1x. And then my constants are also like terms. We've been doing this our whole life. We have a positive 6 and a negative 4, aka 6 minus 4. So when we combine these, 2x plus 1x or 2x plus x, it's 3x, and 6 minus 4 is still a positive 2. So the final answer here would be 3x plus 2, or 2 plus 3x is also correct. It's just going to be written this way most of the time. All right, so problems like this is going to be the most work that combining like terms and distributing is going to ask. So it's wanting us to match all of the expressions that are equivalent to this long one up here. So the first thing we got to do is figure out what is this worth. So we see n terms and we see x terms. So our final answer is probably going to have 2 terms unless they cancel out. In this case, they won't. So let's do our n's first. We have a positive 9n and a negative or a minus 5n. So when we combine these first, there's no more n's, so let's just knock that out of the way. 9n minus 5n is 4n. And we also have positive 3x, positive 7x. Both positive, both adding. 3x plus 7x is 10x. So these have to have a positive 4n and a positive 10x in their answer for them to be equivalent. So let's work through them. Answer choice A, we have a 3n plus n. And actually, I forgot to say this. Go ahead and pause the video, see if you can beat me to it. Hopefully our answers match in the end. So go ahead and pause it right now. See if we get the same answers. All right, so A, let's make it a little neater. We have 3n plus n. Are there any more n's? I don't see any, so let's combine those. 3n plus n is 4n. So far, so good. But then we have a positive 8x and a minus 2x. That 2x is there to trick you to try and add these together to make 10x. But notice the minus sign, you're going to have to subtract those. 8x minus 2x is 6x. So 4n plus 6x is not the same as 4x plus 10x. So answer choice A is not correct. The next one, B. We have parentheses and a number directly outside. We got to distribute it. So go over under. 4 times n is 4n. So far, so good. 4, they want you to try and add this to get 10x. That's a trap answer. We got to multiply it. 4 times 6x is 24x. B is also incorrect. Look at C. Distribution, multiply the 5 by everything inside the parentheses. 5 times 2x is 10x. 5 times 2n is 10n. And then it wants us to subtract 6n here. So we got an extra step. Combining our like terms, we have a positive 10n minus 6n. We combine these. 10n minus 6n is 4n. And I'm going to drop down the 10x. It's a positive 4n, so it's 10x plus 4n. Take a look at this one. It looks like it's backwards, but like I said earlier, there's no such thing as being backwards in that. 2 plus 3, 3 plus 2 get the same answer. So 10x plus 4n is the same thing as 4n plus 10x. So C does match. Let's look at D. All right, yep, answer choice D. Again, distribution. 2 times 5x, 10x. 2 times 2n is 4n. Gives us the same answer. 10x plus 4n is the same thing as 4n plus 10x, so D is also a correct answer choice. So when you do the work today, you might have to work through each and every problem, so it's kind of like 4 mini problems or maybe 5 mini problems in one. Just take your time, work it out, and make sure you're coding the like terms so you don't get confused and you keep it organized.